Okay folks, Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, coming to you this cold day here at Beckley's Camping Center in Thurmont, Maryland. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and I hope that you're going to have a wonderful New Year as well. So what we're here today to talk to you about is, if you're out looking to buy a pre-owned RV, how do you determine whether or not it has water damage? I can't tell you how many times we have people trade an RV in and they have no idea, or they claim to have no idea, that they have water damage. So here today, I'm going to show you how to determine that. But keep in mind that if you're in the market for an RV, and if you stop by Beckley's, if you call Beckley's, or if you email, be sure that you ask for Paul the Air Force guy, and I'll be glad to help you out. So let's take a look at where to be looking for water damage. Now the biggest area that you want to check for water damage, especially on trailers, fifth wheels as well, but is this front cap area. Now what is tough about these, if you're pushing like this particular one, this is not a laminated wall. And so what they do is, when they're putting this together, they don't necessarily have any structure behind it, or very much structure, and this is going to take a beating as you go down the road. We get a lot of people when they have this type of trailer, when they get down the road, they say they watch this front wave at them as they're driving down the roads because the wind's coming off of this. So it is imperative, if you have this type of a trailer, or you're going to buy this type of trailer, you make sure that you check this seam. This seam right here, very critical that you reseal it on a regular basis, and check that anything that was put on the front cap, whether it be a light, whether it be your running lights, even along the edges along here, this is where you're going to be looking to reseal and check to see it. But you'd be able to see if there was a waviness in here, or if it's really, really soft, you'd be able to tell. Now I'm going to show you, because sometimes you might not see it outside, but we'd see it inside. Let's go take a look at that. Okay folks, so the next place you'd want to check is if it has front storage or even rear storage, is you come in front here, and what you want to check is this wall up front here. Now there's going to be luan as far as the wood, but you'll be able to tell if it's hard, whether it's soft, and then you also want to check your floor. A lot of times this floor might get water damage coming up from below, but always check the floor in here. So in the front, you check both sides up in there, and you'll be able to see if there is water damage. I'm going to show you a few that do have water damage. But that is the front compartment that you would check. Let's go to the next section. Okay, so the next place you want to check, folks, regardless of what is up in the front, you want to check these front walls, and most specifically on these front corners in here. And knock on the walls front and sides. You also want to be checking underneath all your windows, because that is another area that it could have leaked. So you check everywhere in the coach by the windows. Next thing you're going to want to check is, of course, the roof line. You're going to be looking along the roof line and looking for any waviness, any discoloration, things of that nature. And of course, the next place is going to be your floor. You're going to want to be, stepping on the floor in different areas, especially around slide outs and so forth. Speaking of slide outs, so as you see, we have this slide out in here, and that's what you want to do, is check it with the slide in and with the slide out. And what you're going to do is come along the edge, and you're basically going to be wanting to knock on the wall everywhere. And this is a newer trailer, so we're not going to we should not have any issues. And then of course step on the floor. Now when you push the slide out, if there's if there's water damage, sometimes you will see the actual wall separate from the floor. So this is how you do it. Now in the back, of course, anywhere there's something cut in the ceiling, skylights, AC, anywhere in the ceiling, you want to check around those. And again, you're looking for any discoloration, rippling effect, and things of that nature. In the kitchen, again, you're going to be looking all along. Again, you have a window, so you're going to check along the wall and so forth there. Now let's go on the outside and take a look and see what else we're going to be looking for. Now people want to know, what you're looking for on the outside. You're looking for delamination. Now delamination is a waviness in the wall. And what you'll do is you'll look down the side and be able to see whether or not you have any delamination. Now let's go take a look and see what does delamination look like. Okay folks, so now here is an extreme case of water damage on a unit. I mean, this entire wall is water damaged. It's been so bad they actually put some reinforcement plates on them. You can see that it's cracked, but this whole wall down the side is wavy. Now it's kind of hard for you to see this, but this is what water damage looks like. I don't know if you can see any waviness as you go down at that sidewall, but again, this thing is water damaged really badly. Let me show you what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so now we're on the inside. Now this wall, I don't know if you can see how it's wavy right here, but see, you can hear that. See how it's bunching in there? That is a soft wall. And of course that's right there by that window. So what you're looking for is you're looking at that. Across the ceiling, you'll notice some water damage as well. But that is what water damage looks like. Now, next thing, let me show you. Now, you might say to yourself, well, Paul, I'm not looking at one that's fiberglass. I'm looking at one that we call stick and tin. Well, it's the same concept with this. The only thing is you will not notice the water damage for the most part on the outside. You only notice on the inside. But you would do the same thing as far as looking underneath in this area. You'll do the same thing as far as checking the wall, checking the floor, and so forth. And that is the best way for you to check for water damage regardless of what type. Now let's go inside and show you what we're talking about. So as you look up in the front here, again, this is the front closet, you'll notice that some water damage has started in this. Now, it's not too hateful, and if you catch it soon enough, then it won't be so bad. The key is to be checking and resealing as needed every 90 days. So this, this is an older trailer, and for the most part looks pretty good. Let me take a look behind this slide out and show you what we're talking about here. See if we have any damage along this one. So you see the slide outs in, and what you're able to do, of course, no carpet there. Again, you check the floor all around there, because when the slide's out, then you won't be able to see it. And again, you're checking the wall itself and making sure that it's hard. Okay, folks, now something else you want to check if you're buying a used RV, if you're looking at motorhomes, Class C's are notorious for getting water damage in this front bed area. These front windows, again, it's an area that will leak, and leak often. Very critical that they be resealed. You will see this thing's already has a gap here. So look at this, and the next thing is, when you're looking at these, if you don't see any water damage on the outside, make sure that you remove the mattress that is on the bed up on the inside and look underneath there. That will tell you whether or not you have water damage. I hope you found this information helpful, and good luck in your search. But I tell you what, if you want to save yourself the headache and let me tell you whether or not something has water damage, be sure if you call, if you stop by, or if you email Beckley's Camping Center, you ask for Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy. I appreciate you watching, love the comments, and we'll be coming back at you again shortly. Take care.